Hey guys, it's Bank with Up PC Gaming here. First of all, I do have to apologise for my voice as I am still pretty under the weather. As a result, this video was delayed. I did try to do it yesterday, but it just wasn't happening for me. Anyway, as you all know, AMD have released a massive driver and software update, which they dub ReLive. Now, this is the Crimson driver 16.12.1, and it does have quite a few features like FreeSync in borderless full screen mode, but I don't want to go through all of them. I'm only interested in one feature particularly, and it's something I have been crying out for a very long time for AMD to deliver. They came with some rubbish software in the past, I think GVR and Raptor, which was terrible, absolute garbage, but now they finally come with something of note. And I know I don't sound it, but I'm so happy that they finally delivered. And I've had to rely on third-party applications like DX Story, Bandicam, so many others when it comes to recording and sharing gameplay with AMD hardware, which is not exactly the worst thing in the world, but it does present its own challenges. And Nvidia have always led the way with Shadowplay because it just did everything, and it did it really easy with minimal performance hit. Well, now AMD have got ReLive, so I'm just going to go through it now. It allows you to record up to 50 megabytes per second when it comes to bitrate. The main thing is they've pretty much, and then most people will say it's a Shadowplay ripoff, but I really don't care. This is the standard. You can record at a preset of resolutions. The main one for me is in-game, where it will just record to the resolution of the game you're playing, which saves you from having to keep changing every single time you want to change from 4K to 1080p to 1440p. It's just dynamic, which is awesome. So like for me, this is a massive deal. This is a really big deal, and I'm so happy AMD have finally realized the importance of, it's not just about gaming for us nowadays. For a lot of people like myself, I take as much pleasure as playing the game as I do sharing it with other people. I myself like to do performance videos, as you all know, and I'm very happy with this feature that they've added. So they've also added a streaming feature, which is something I'm not too bothered about. I personally like to use OBS, but you can stream and lock straight into your YouTube. You can go straight into your Twitch, and you can record up to 1440p. I guess they wasn't aware that YouTube can now do 4K, but I'm sure they'll make an update in the future. And you can stream up to 10 megabytes per second, which is awesome. So I'm very happy that, you know, AMD are finally getting up there with their software. They've always been a bit behind when it comes to software and drivers when it with Nvidia, but now they really are onto something great here. And this is actually going to be a game changer. I don't think they realize how much of a big deal this is. I can actually honestly say a lot of people have opted to buy an Nvidia graphics card because of Shadowplay, and now they finally delivered. They should have had this out at least 2 years ago, and now they finally brought it out. So I'm very happy with it. What I'm going to do now, because I've talked enough, is I'm going to show you the significance of this, because I know some of you guys must be thinking, no, it's still not a big deal. If any of you have ever tried to record some gameplay at over 1080p at 60 FPS, you know what kind of performance hit that has on your graphics card and your CPU. Well, I'm going to record with Afterburner at 1440p. Or you know what, let's kick it up a notch. I'm going to record at 4K 60 FPS with MSI Afterburner versus AMD ReLive, and I'll show you the difference in performance, which is why it's such a massive deal to me, and you guys can see for yourself. Okay guys, so this is Battlefield 1, and I'm using a resolution of 3840 by 2160, otherwise known as 4K. All settings are at high, anti-aliasing is off, and ambient occlusion is set to SSAO. Now, to my left, you've got MSI Afterburner recording at 4K 60 FPS, and to my right you have AMD ReLive recording at 4K 60 FPS. Now you can immediately tell there's a 4 frames per second performance difference here between the two methods of recording, which is a massive deal when you're trying to accurately represent how a graphics card performs in a game. So this is a really big deal for me. Now I can more accurately show at high resolutions how an AMD card performs. And if you take a look at the CPU load, I'm quite fortunate to have an Intel i7-5960X. It's just got quite a lot of headroom, 8 cores, 16 threads, just a monster. It's only using 31% load while recording. Now if you look to your right, the same footage at the same settings is using 16%. That's because the AMD graphics card is now picking up all of that workload and doing all the recording and saving performance while doing so. So it frees up your CPU to do other things if you need it. So for me, it's a massive deal. For people with lower end hardware, it'd probably be even a bigger deal. But this is definitely a step in the right direction from AMD. Anyway guys, that's my thoughts on the AMD ReLive Crimson drivers. I'm very impressed, and it's about time AMD actually came up with their own solution and not just leaving it to third-party applications or third-party companies to shoehorn one in. So I'm very happy they finally come with something of their own, and it's gratefully accepted. So good job AMD. Anyway guys, that's enough from me. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.